Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid podcast. Welcome back to another match reaction. Barcelona 3, Levante nil. What a great performance from the team. What a way to bounce back. Today was a very important day as Real Madrid dropped points in their game against Osasuna. We had the opportunity to regain that #1 spot in the La Liga title race, in the La Liga table, and we have done just that. We performed well. We got the 3 points. We kept a clean sheet, and we did the job. We completed our job today, guys, and we did it in some exciting fashion. Some great goals, a absolute golazo from Fermín Lopez, a man-of-the-match performance from Joao Cancelo, the best performance I've seen from Joao Cancelo so far. So much things to talk about, guys. Before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below, and if you do want to become a member, that is also posted down alongside with my socials. And if you guys do want to join the stream, feel free. I post a link on X and on the post section under YouTube. All you have to do is click on the link and you'll be redirected to the stream. But starting off, guys, I want to show you guys the lineup for tonight's match. Hansi Flick, he did make some rotations. He started Joan Garcia in goal, Joao Cancelo in the left back spot, giving some rest to Balde. In the center back department, Gerard Martin alongside Eric Garcia, Jules Koundé starting in the right back position. In the midfield, Frenkie De Jong and Marc Bernal, two players who both got on the score sheet. Up top, you had Raphinha, Dani Olmo, Lamine Raphinha, and Robert Lewandowski. That was the front line. Raphinha back in the 11, Marc Bernal getting a start. Pau Cuarci rested, Balde rested as well. But you did see some exciting play from the team. But NJ, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Barcelona 3-0. As I said, I thought it was a good performance from the team. We get the 3 points. We do our job. But what did you make of the performance tonight?
Yeah, it was a really good performance. Like, yeah, like there were some mistakes, but it happens. But overall, like, I feel like we were like calm the whole game. Like there was like no
Yes.
like there was still stress, even though we made that mistake. It was still a calm performance for everybody, and like, they made it easier for each other. So yeah, overall,
Yeah.
it's a good game, great game. I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we were able to make some rotations. In the second half, you saw the return of Pedri, who was able to get, 25, 30 minutes. Rooney Bardaji as well gave a very good cameo. He had roughly 5 to 10 minutes of action, and he was, very influential. He had some chances. He put in some great crosses for the players. But I want to be looking at some of the goals that Barcelona did score because we scored some absolute bangers. We did
yeah,
miss some chances as well. We talked about it in the halftime space. But Marc Bernal, he opens up the scoring relatively early. And I think this is what helped Barcelona throughout the match. Not playing with the pressure of having to break down Levante, a Levante team that is struggling in the bottom half of the La Liga table, fighting relegation at the moment. But that early goal allowed Barcelona to just ease into the match because Levante, they were defending with 5 in the back, and if we were tasked to break them down, and that breaking them down became grueling, the game could have gone completely different. But you had a Joao Cancelo who was super effective on that left hand side, giving the rest to Balde, putting in some fantastic cross. He was putting the pressure right here. He opened out wide to Eric Garcia, and Eric Garcia crossed it in for a lovely a lovely Marc Bernal goal. And that's 2 games. That's 2 goals for Marc Bernal in the 2 games. We also had a couple missed opportunities right here. You're looking at the Robert Lewandowski chance. We keep it. We keep on going. Another missed chance from Robert Lewandowski as well. But Levante, they were knocking. They were knocking as well. They had some chances that was going on the alert for Barcelona. They were making things difficult. But Barcelona, they kept on going. Hit the post right here. Joao Cancelo yet again. And towards the end of the first half, you had a great cross from Joao Cancelo into Frenkie De Jong, and that's 2-0. That's 2-0
Yeah.
in the first half. Lovely work right here. And as Zoran says, glad we're back on top now. Just gotta keep the momentum, and that's what we want to see from this
Oh
team as
man.
well. After what was a rough week, 2 losses against both Atletico and Girona, you want to see Barcelona bounce back, and we did exactly that. In the second half, it was relatively uneventful until the dying minutes of the
Yeah.
second half. That's when Fermín Lopez scored an absolute banger. This goal is absolutely insane. NJ, I want to hear your reaction after Fermín Lopez scored this goal.
Yeah, yeah, I can't lie. Though. I was like watching some video half like at the same time. Then when I saw like for me like kick, I'm like, oh whatever, he's gonna miss. Then the next thing it went in, like holy shit. I was like, what?
It was. Look at the distance. Look at the
Yeah.
distance. Look at where Fermín Lopez is striking this ball. You know,
Mhm.
I would say his shot stopping, no, his shot ability, his striking of the ball is just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
The last time I can think of a midfielder with his, striking of the ball
Was
is
Ivan
a
Rakitic.
Rakitic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rakitic was the
Rakitic.
last one. That's all.
Because we don't usually have midfielders of that ilk who are able to
Yeah. We
to
don't.
score from that distance. But it was an absolute banger from Fermín Lopez. He was able to get to some minutes in the second half. But overall, in that second half, it was relatively uneventful. Barcelona controlled
Yeah.
the match and everything, and it was relatively straightforward.
Yeah. We felt like it was, yeah, you're right. It wasn't uneventful, but in a good way though. Because again, because
Yes.
we were just like controlling the ball, making sure that you don't get the build up chance, right? So in a good way, yeah, I'll say that it was but by the same time, they were able to find the chance from Fermin. Like, Fermin, this guy can play in any league that he wants because his profile suits every league.
Oh, 1,000%.
With that kind of profile,
1,000%.
yes, yeah, he can play in Syria, Prem, and he's good in where he
Yeah.
can go.
I just came across a comment saying that Fermin Lopez's floor is so much higher than Olmo. When Olmo's off, he adds nothing.
Yeah, but
When
again,
Fermin has an
but
off game, he still has so much more tools to impact the game. What do you make of that
I
statement?
mean, it's not first. Yeah, I mean they're right. Same thing. I mean, like, bro, they're two different profile though of a ten. Though. like one's a goal scoring minded ten, and one the other one's a link up player of a ten, right? So I get it why they try to like compare both of them, but again, like two of them bring different style of football. So for me, I'm glad that Barca have two different styles of a ten because again, we can't have the same profile all the time. Like we have a different style, right?
That's
So
fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
the thing that I don't blame them thinking that because again, you know how fans are, football fans nowadays. Like like whatever's hype, they follow it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know how it is.
But moving on from Fermin Lopez, I want to talk about the man of the match in Joao Cancelo because he was brilliant throughout the
Yeah, it
match.
was.
I think that this is the best game that we've seen from Joao Cancelo in a really long time. He was absolutely perfect in the attack, creating chance upon chance upon chance. It was a great call from Hansi Flick in starting Joao Cancelo because he was able to break down Levante, put in those crosses, create danger on the left hand side. Something that
Hmm.
Balde does lack is his final delivery in the final third. That's what Joao Cancelo can add, and defensively as well. He wasn't a liability. He was defending. He was
Surprisingly.
tracking back, surprisingly as well.
Uh,
But what did you make of Joao Cancelo's overall performance on the night?
yeah, but with Cancelo, like, he played great. To be fair, like, I'm with you. Like he was very like calm when he played. And he was able to like read the defense correctly. Like the way he read the game and the way he reacted, yeah, it was on time. So for me, I wish that Cancelo can do that more often moving forward. But we'll see. But at the same time, yeah, yeah, man of the match, well deserved. To be fair with you.
Yeah. And right here, Joao Cancelo, he did have some words to say after the match, and he says, "This is really the best dressing room I have ever had in my career. It was already like this in 2023. This is part of the reason why I came back as well. This is football. Football always gives you a chance to come back and to respond." He continues, and he says, "I was training very well, and I felt like the coach would play me. When you train well, things just flow well on the pitch. Hansi Flick asked me to dribble a lot, so I tried to do that. And Joao Cancelo, he responded. He absolutely responded. His
Yeah.
he was absolutely amazing. You look at some of his stats: man of the match, assist, hit the post, 3 key passes, 2 big chances created, 4 duels won, 8 recoveries, 5 defensive contributions, 100 tackles won, 105 touches. And of course, we can have the conversation later in future videos on whether Joao Cancelo is going to be staying at Barcelona or whether he's going to be returning to Saudi. But we want to talk about his great performance today. He did everything right,
Yeah.
and he really did a good showing on the day.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
ending off the video, we have to talk about this because Barcelona are back at the top of La Liga after what was a rough week. The sensations were very
Man.
negative, and Real Madrid, they bottled it immediately in their first game as league leaders. They bottled it against Osasuna, and Barcelona against Levante. They get the job done, and we're now 1 point clear of Real Madrid. Well, what do you make of the title race so far, NJ?
I feel like both Madrid and Barca don't want to win the league anyway. So I cannot. Might have to give it to the other teams, bro. I cannot like
Oh.
they're both bipolar as a team. I'm like I don't get it. I don't get them sometimes when they play.
Yeah, Real Madrid. I think under Arbeloa, they have been better. Whether it be manager bounce or credit to Arbeloa, I think it's a little bit of both. Arbeloa giving some more freedom to the players,
Yeah.
but as well, having that change of dynamics really helped them. Whether they go on to be consistent and whether they are able to go on and win trophies, that remains to be seen. I still
Yeah.
have major doubts on Real Madrid. I'm a little
Yeah.
bit
For
more
sure.
clear on Barcelona. I think at our very best, when we're locked in, when
Yeah.
we're focused and intense in our play, we can beat any team in the world. But at the same time, if we're not there, we can get beat by literally
Yeah.
anyone. It
Exactly.
doesn't it doesn't take much for the opposition to score against us, and that's why we have to be laser focused in every single match. It's exciting as a neutral and as a Barcelona
Yeah.
fan. You see this wonderful attacking piece of play, but defensively, you're always gonna have question marks. The Hansi Flick style is I'm gonna score more goals than you, and we love that. We love to see that.
Yeah. Like, for
But
sure. Like I'm with you. Like to be fair, like that's why I like Flake as a coach for us because even though he's strict, he still gives the freedom for the players to like find their way during the game. While as much as I like as much as I like Xabi Alonso, Fabregas, and Pep's style, it's too much sometimes. Like you're making the players overthink too much. That's why
no,
having Flick was a breath of fresh air for us. Because again, yeah, like yes, there's tactics, but it still allow them to have freedom. So that's why I'm glad that we have Flick, the coach,
yeah.
because even though he's strict, he can still give the freedom for them.
1,000%.
Yeah.
But NJ, any final thoughts before we round off the game? I'm maybe thinking of the performance that Joao Garcia had in the very few chances that
Yeah.
Levante did have, and they shot on goal. Joao Garcia was there. When you
Yeah.
look at some of his stats so far this season, he's arguably the best in La Liga. He's just playing absolutely amazing. Showing up in key matches. You think back to the game against Rayo, the game against Villarreal, the game against
Yeah.
Espanyol. So many games in which he's coming up and being the clutch keeper that we want him to be, and helping
Yeah.
Barcelona
I
maintain
agree.
the lead.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Like when John Garcia, yeah, something, yeah, you understand that he conceded four, but again, that's like the team's fault as well, right? So overall, with John Garcia, and I'm happy with the way he plays. Because but again, when we're in trouble, then he's there to like stop it. So yeah, to be fair with John Garcia, I'm happy for him, and
Absolutely,
having
absolutely.
that's it. What like third clean sheet or
How many clean
for
sheets does Joan Garcia have? Let me look it up right here. But
just just for Barcelona, not Espanyol. I'm talking about it. It's in Barcelona.
let me see, let me see.
That's like I think third or fourth. I think that's
We did have a nice little streak of clean sheets going.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm like this. No, I'm like it should be like more than four. I don't know.
Stats. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see. Let me see. Clean sheets. We've had 10 so far this season.
Yeah, but him as a goalkeeper, right?
Yeah, yeah. Most of them have been him as a goalkeeper.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Oh,
Exactly.
dang, 10.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Real Madrid only have one more than us.
I mean, to
No.
be fair, yeah, to be fair, like they like bailed themselves out in the last minute anyway, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. It
That,
makes sense why they get clean sheet, more clean sheets. But at the
yeah.
same time, yeah, overall, just bro, you know what? Just get the win. Just keep getting it until we go to March, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get all the win. Fuck it. I don't give a play shit, bro. Just get the win.
But Barcelona, they now have a week of rest. Barcelona are not going to be playing in midweek in the Champions League. We're going to be awaiting our opponent, whether it's going to be Monaco, PSG, or Newcastle United. I don't think Karabakh has a chance after that huge victory for Newcastle. One of the
Yeah.
three teams Barcelona are going to be facing in the Champions League knockouts. Let's see who it is. We have a chance to recover, reset, and focus towards next weekend's game, which is going to be against Villarreal at home. But guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.